All right, so thank you for joining. Today I wanted to do a Litecoin update, LTC, USDT on the Binance chart. You know, Litecoin has been around for a very long time. No one really uses it besides to trade, I believe. You know, but then again, do your own research. Not really 100% sure, but it is an interesting project. A lot of people like Litecoin, and I just like to trade any coin, really. So today, let's go ahead and take a dive into Litecoin. As you can see, price is still at a very good range, right? So if you look, we are now trading right within this zone, and we still have all of this left to go, right? That is about a 300% increase to the all-time highs from the current price, and more than likely we'll probably just hit the all-time highs. I don't really see Litecoin going above all-time highs, but then again, you never know. This is one of the projects that the SEC has claimed to be not a security, so maybe after Ethereum everyone might get surprised and there might be a Litecoin ETF, right? This really came out as the silver to Bitcoin's gold in the beginning, along with Ethereum, right? So they're basically side by side in that sense. But long story short, Litecoin has been around for a very long time, and let's go ahead and take a dive in. So right now, looking at the weekly charts, we can see that we are currently trading within a range, right? So this range, if we go ahead and mark a few levels here, we can look at the weekly level, which is right here. I actually have a daily level marked out on that level, but I'm going to switch it to a weekly because taking a little deeper diver in, we can see that it is actually a weekly level, which is more relevant than the daily level. Gotta love living by a road, right? So yeah, weekly level right there. Next weekly level above would be right here. Go ahead and mark that as well. I'm also going to zoom out and mark any monthly levels that I see that could be pretty relevant, right? So let's see what's going on here. All right, so the next relevant monthly level would be right here. 1 second here. All right, hopefully that helps. So yeah, this will be the monthly level we have right above. Let's go ahead and switch that over. This monthly level has already been tapped, so not as relevant. This monthly level also has been tapped, but as you can see, price pretty much blasted through that level. Pretty much tapped it actually, so it tapped it quite nicely and it's currently being rejected. So let's go ahead and just zoom in a little bit more on what's happening on a more local time frame. Let's start with the daily. Okay, this is a previous daily level, which is exactly where price is trading now, as you can see. So this was a previous daily level and price came right down and is trading right on that level after it blasted through it here. This is also a previous tapped daily level, not as relevant, but you know, price is reacting with that, so we're going to go ahead and just zoom in and see what's going on there. Let's go down to a lower time frame. So didn't really respect this daily level much, so we can go ahead and just remove that. But this daily level, for some reason, it is respecting. Let's just see how price reacted previously around there. So it still respected it as well. So you can see price tried to close around it, stayed above, broke down, and then now we are right above it. Do I think this level is going to hold? Not really. Before I marked the support using the 4-hour time frame, as you can see here. This was resistance, 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 resistance again. So this resistance will be support, and I expect to see price pretty much come down and tap this level, because this is really where most of the trading happened, more relevant in terms of a supply demand zone. So I don't really expect this daily level to hold, especially since price blasted through it and then blasted right back through it, came down. This resistance level obviously is way more important, right around $99, which is more psychological level as well, because that also lines up with right around $100. So I expect Litecoin to really come down, back test the $100 range. If we do get it to hold, then I would expect to see continuation to the upside. We flip this monthly level back into support, and we just keep grinding higher. I did have this marked out before because I was expecting price to come up, sweep the weekly into the swing failure, which is a nice setup, and then short it, more than likely back down to the monthly, maybe a quick take profit right there. All right, so let's go ahead and put that in. Maybe a quick take profit, not much, 3% gain, 4% gain, but really then targeting this daily level or this supply demand zone below, right? We do also have a weekly level, which has been tapped as well. So let's go ahead and, I'm actually going to remove this level, right? So let's go ahead and just chart the most relevant levels. We have a weekly level here. We also have a daily level somewhere else. We'll go ahead and chart that later. We have a weekly level below. Untapped. It's untapped as well. So most relevant levels, daily. It's already been tapped. This has already been tapped. There is a daily level down here. Right now there's a new daily level lining up with the tapped monthly level as well. So if we do get that daily close around this zone, that's a daily level lining up with the previous monthly. The monthly wouldn't hold as much relevance since it was tapped, but since now there is a daily close right above it, I would expect another smaller rejection, right? So I'd expect, if we zoom in a little bit here, let's go down to the 30-minute. So since the daily closed, I would expect some sort of reaction, but I would not be surprised if, price really just goes right through it, right? The level is not as relevant anymore. There's way more liquidity up here, and as we know, the market likes to find liquidity. So this is the liquidity zone. I don't think this daily level is as relevant. It's good to keep it on the chart, but I wouldn't really take a trade on here. Unless you really feel like being aggressive. If you feel like being aggressive, then yes, you can short it. Tight stop loss, 1% away. Target the daily level below. You get a 4-to-1 risk reward, which is not terrible. Or trade it down to the supply demand zone right here. So that's really not a bad trade at all. It's just not the best. The best trade would be up here, because now you're talking about taking these highs. Let's go ahead and zoom out. Taking this high, right? A ton of liquidity up here. So taking this high, swing failuring, and coming back down. So pretty much like what I have shown here, right? So way better trade. Risk reward could be pretty tight depending on how price action goes. You would then enter the short either right below the swing failure level, which is around 115, actually exactly at $115, or you wait for it to close below the weekly. But doing so, you would miss out on, let's just see the percent. No, it's only about a 1%. So yeah, to be more safe, you can enter on the 113 level. Obviously not financial advice. This is for everyone with a paper trading account. And these videos are for educational purposes. That just has to be stated. But yeah, I would be looking around shorting the 113 level, 115 level after it's been tapped, and we'll see how price action goes, right? You can even look at the order flow to see if there's any trapped longs, any positive delta. This helped me out the other day. Ended up taking a quick scalp short right here, noticing that there were some trapped longs up here. And once we closed back below, I just rode this down and closed it out. All right, so this candle here had $8 million in volume, about $500,000 in positive delta, right at the highs. So just took the quick short. Thank God I closed it because price went up, and it took the highs again. And then this was actually a better trade, but I did miss this. I was just not by the computer. But yeah, for Litecoin right now, best support $100. Aim for 115. If 115 does not hold, quick short trade, entering the 115 to $113 range, aiming back down to the support zone at around $100. Now, if this does flip into support, the 115, then yes, we would then target higher around $130, right? So pretty much it looks like $15 increments. And then above that level, we would be looking at here, let's see. There is a weekly level again at 145. Yes, it's pretty much like $15 increments, it seems like. But the main monthly lines up at around $200. Let's go ahead and pull some fibs just from the all-time high to the low. Let's just see what lines up here. You have the 0.25 lining up with the weekly, so another confluence around 130. Let's go ahead and just do regular. Yeah, look at that. That's lining up pretty much perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and leave that one on. I'm gonna take this one off. I'm gonna leave the golden pocket on as well. We'll take this one off, and we can take this off. I'm leaving this on because right now, if you look on the weekly, this is a weekly level right here, and that's lining up exactly with the all-time golden pocket zone, which is very relevant. So very, very relevant level here. Definitely would expect to get some sort of reaction. And yeah, also around that zone, we have a monthly. So this is a very high confluence area from 270 to about 285, right? So very high confluence. Monthly taps right there. So yes, as we can see, this weekly above is going to be very important. If we do flip 115 into support, then we will definitely be expecting to move higher to around the 130, and then that's another scalp short if you want entry, or you can look to re-enter or add to your longs at the 115 retest if we get that retest after, and if price comes back down, right? So something like that. All right, well, once again, it's been a few days, but thank you for watching this video. Like and subscribe. Follow me on X. Had a great quick little scalp trade set up the other day. Let's go ahead and show you what's going on there. So as you can see with Litecoins, I'll show you exactly how that trade went. See, Litecoin short, question mark. There's also a better level above, which I just explained. But I took the short because Bitcoin was looking weak. It was right at the top, swing failure pattern. Watched all the, like I said, trapped longs come in and ended up executing the trade. Took a quick little scalp trade and then ended up closing this position with a little bit of profits here. You know, Femex 20x short, 25%. Quick scalp, as you can see. This was 25% with only $1.40 move, right? And then as you can see, price rejected, and that played out quite well. So follow me on X if you'd like to get little updates like that. You can join my Telegram too as well. But I do post a lot of charts on X, but I'll explain my entries in the Telegram. So thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let me know what project you'd like to see me chart next. And yeah, like always, have a great day. And yeah, looks like it all played out quite well. Take care.